Welcome back to Daytime here on Rogers TV. Joining us is a pair of beautiful ladies. We have Melissa Millett. She is the owner and head trainer of In Dogs We Trust. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I'll introduce your other beautiful friend here.
Sophia.
Oh, Sophia. What kind of dog is she?
This is Sophia. She's a 2.5-year-old black lab.
Oh.
And I got her from the Humane Society about a year ago.
And she's just so even-tempered and just
She's
beautiful.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
All right, well, let's talk about your approach to dog training. Can you give us kind of an overview of that?
Yeah, actually, I do what's called positive motivational dog training. So that includes noticing and rewarding the good behavior, because if a behavior is rewarded, it's repeated. So if we notice and reward the good, as opposed to focusing and correcting the negative, then you see more of the good. And so that's the way we do it. Clear communication and based on trust and love and meeting your dog's needs.
How did you first get interested in this technique?
Well, actually, I started training using correction, and I just slowly went using less and less correction. And to be honest, when my Rottweiler passed away, I noticed that that she was doing it because she was afraid of what I would do. And I wanted to have a beautiful relationship based on her getting something, her doing it because she wants to do it for me and because I'm rewarding her. So I use environmental rewards in order to reinforce behavior so that I don't have to feed Sophia to do what I want, but I just ask her to sit before I take her for a walk or let her meet people and things like that.
Okay, so she is looking at those things as a reward because she did something.
It's worth it.
Okay, so what are some behaviors dogs might do? Like, where do you start, right? I mean, they're puppies and they're crazy and they're doing stuff. Is that where you start, just looking for them to do good things? Yeah.
Yeah, so meeting their needs for mental stimulation is one of the areas that we discuss in the dog training classes, and that was a major concern since winter's coming. Snow's coming, and obviously you still have to meet their needs for exercise, but when it's a blizzard outside and you just can't get out as much as you can, then you can increase mental stimulation to combat the decreased exercise in this upcoming winter. And as well, they definitely need the physical exercise, but if that's the only thing they get, then you get an athlete that can misbehave longer because
Okay, so there's a balance, and you've got some props here. Yeah. Tell us what you brought with you.
So one of the things I find that's funny for a dog trainer to talk about mental stimulation, it's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot, because then there's less behavioral problems and I'll get less phone calls. But I brought the stuff anyway to show everybody.
Hey, you know what? We all need guidance, that's for sure.
So, I mean, obviously my favorite form of mental stimulation is training, because it stimulates the dog's mind and it helps them become a better dog. So 10 minutes of training a day can give them that mental stimulation that they need. Also, there are a series of games and toys. So tug of war is actually an acceptable thing to play.
It is, because we hear a lot of different things about that, if you should or if you shouldn't. And how do they know that they're only supposed to be tugging on that thing that you give them at the time?
Right.
Because then they'll do it with your stuff, right?
That's the rule. So you pick one toy and you make them tug on that toy only, and you play the tug with rules. So I actually make my own tugs out of terry cloth. I just braid it.
Oh,
so the rules,
nice.
I mean, and even in the rules, rule number 1, they have to earn it. Rule number 2, they can only take it with permission. And that way you're also giving them an outlet for their need to mouth and bite, and as well you're teaching them how to handle their teeth when they're excited, so that they direct it only towards the toy.
Okay, what else do we have?
So I brought the Busy Buddy line of toys by Premier, and it's actually a really interesting line of toys because it has something for everybody.
Okay.
So some of them they have to roll, some of them they have to pick up and drop, and some of them they have to shake. So Jack Russells, there's good ones for Jack Russells, and there's good ones for my sweet, sweet angel like Sophia. So this is the Busy Buddy Waggle, and what you do is you put kibble on the inside and you trim these pieces to make it fit your kibble. So when they shake it, the food comes out, so that it's fun for them to shake. Yeah.
Okay, and then they're getting their food and they're completely taken care of.
Right. So
I love it.
What I would say is just throw away your bowls this winter.
Really? And just feed them like this?
Yeah. Just get your a series of mental stimulation toys and make them earn their food, so that it gives you peace of mind when you're trying to, with a new puppy, you can't leave them alone, right?
Absolutely not. Yeah, and we're still busy. We still got things going on in our lives. This looks like a little gun thing. What's that gun thing you got there?
This is my favorite.
Okay.
This is called the treat launcher.
I think it's Sophia's favorite too, because I just saw her go, hey, where's the treat launcher?
May I?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Oh, there goes the treats all over the place. Look at the volunteers running away from the cameras to eat those. Come on, guys, they're for dogs, okay?
Yeah. So, I mean, my sister got a back injury, so she could sit down with a Jack Russell. She could sit on the couch and just launch the food across the floor.
I love that idea. How much fun is that?
$15. Think of all the peace of mind that you can get.
No kidding.
Yeah, so
no kidding.
I don't sell any of those toys, but you'll have to just call your local pet food store and ask for a Buddha treat launcher.
All right. Well, that is great. Thanks for coming, Melissa. There's so much fun we can do with the dogs. In Dogs We Trust is your website. Do you have new classes starting up soon?
Yep, we always have new classes starting.
Okay, so we'll just check out the website or give you a call. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Melissa Millett, she's an owner and head trainer of In Dogs We Trust. Let's head over to Darren. He's in the daytime kitchen.